And a replay on the run into turn one. That was contact, and that's what happened to Clement Schmidt. He's trying to come around the outside of him, but can't do so. Fraga is having to work very hard to keep Lucas Sauer behind for third and fourth positions. T3 Motorsport Lamborghini just coming into turn one. Preining was on the inside. And that's actually two separate incidents. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time from that angle on the outside. There was the contact that sent him around. Arjun Miney got delayed in all of that as well. There were Ferrari. And that was another tight one. And there was contact there. Bortolotti was released. And as he came out of the pits, catching him up, this is a really impressive performance from Dev. Oh, there's contact there between Schumacher and Zug coming down into Rivazza, and then through the gravel trap goes the Mercedes.
Around the outside, Arjun Miney then a big bold move right from the start, and Arjun Miney and Frank Pereira make contact, and Arjun Miney has got around, and then there is a the Arjun Miney car that had got really stacked and damaged, but actually not so. That just got attacked by Esteban Moot involved. Let's see what happened here. Oh my goodness me, that was a big hit from behind.
For me, it's the third time already, you know, like, we always there, we always fighting, and today I just braked in turn one, I was already like P7, and then like, when I go to the corner, I got a massive hit from behind from the BMW.
And an unbelievable drive from Mirko Bortolotti, who's just been able to take advantage of everything as we see contact once again.
And there was two drivers going for the same position. Then it was three abreast here with Guts, Rast and the Porsche of Dennis Olsen, which came also a race winner this year with his victory in Italy and Imola. And it looked like the Dev Gore incident was a coming together with David Schumacher behind the pair of them. So he's trying to get the inside of the Mercedes was what he was trying to do. Of Maximilian Guts, but he just all the time, and Bortolotti has a big look at the inside contact, and Fraga is sent into a spin. Bortolotti spins, and Sheldon van der Linde. And right, that explains then why Nick Cassidy was pointed in the wrong direction. So Schumacher luckless so far this weekend, but this was Schumacher trying to get at the inside of Rast, and Rast will not be happy. HRT team with that excellent stop here. Fantastic battle going on further back. Contact there, which involves Philip Eng, who was running second by going the outside here. He's maybe a bit too far back, or is he? Goes for it, goes for the move. There it is, there's contact again, and it's a left rear problem this time for Bortolotti. This has brought Tommy Preining even closer. Trying to get around the outside, turns in, finds a Lamborghini in the way, and a slightly lighter Mercedes and a slightly lighter, of course, Amato Ferrari. Absolutely delighted with that. Here's all that kicked off in the background. I think Bortolotti was involved in that as well. So got Bortolotti in, spot check through scrutineering for Thomas Preining, and then he goes into his garage. And Lucas Stoltz is in, and I think David Schumacher and Lucas Auer, you can see both in the garages as well, as you get that replay of that spin. Restart, it says on the screen. Replay. And these conditions are so difficult. You turn in, the car just doesn't want to respond to you. And you touch the accelerator, and even with the wet tyres on, so much surface water that the wheels just want to spin out and you lose control. So the session is stopped, and that means during the course of the qualifying session yesterday, and there were also track limits offences which will affect grid positions today. So Verina's already mentioned the big one with Sheldon van der Linde of the gravel trap. Everybody else sent back into the pits with this red flag. But we've also got a 3-place grid penalty for Leon Kohler for exceeding track limits 4 times. We get a replay. That was a big hit, wasn't it? It just couldn't get the car stopped. That wet gravel will have compacted as remains out of the top 10 in 12th place. And it was through turn 2, the Munster turn, flat out. Almost recovered it, a full 3 came past. And another moment here, or another angle of the moment here. And, ooh, yeah, Nico did have to move out of the way, and Sheldon had to keep it out wide as well. But there's so much surface water out there. The rain has continued. In fact, it's got a lot heavier over the last 5 or 6 minutes. So, you know, how much grit you thought you could find on the track at the start of the session is different now. It's different with each and every pit lane. You might just squeeze an extra lap out of it before the flag comes out. Right, we're going to get a replay now of presumably the Dev Gore moment. No, that was, I think, Leon, the South African. He starts 15th. Replay of the dramas already on the formation lap, and even on the formation lap, spins are possible. That's SSR Performance tyres. So Engel starting to come back into the picture now as Vantoor tries to go around the outside but doesn't. There's contact as Mario Engel comes up the inside of Laurens Vantoor, clashes into the Porsche. He's sent into a spin. You heard the crunch as the two cars came together. He's up to 5th place now for his best result of the season so far. And then you got Fraga going wide again here. It's going to spin into a spin for Felipe all the way around. Beautifully to go to the outside. The inside line is covered. Fraga ticks to the inside for 3rd place. The Eng BMW goes out wide, then cuts back in on the inside. Sheldon van der Linde going out wide and getting into a spin. The championship leader all the way around has to wait for the field to go. Mercedes. Here's a replay then of this, and sure there was any contact there initially as Arjun saved it though. Just clipped the front left corner and then the right left corner of the Porsche as he straightened up. Yes, possibly was contact there, but it was a second. Stoltz now coming under fire on this. Arjun Maini and a spin in the background after contact into the barriers, and around goes the Indian driver. Huge damage to the back of the car. That doesn't look like it's going in. Challenging for the lead of the race, tries to carry the speed around the outside. Rennie Rast behind in 3rd, contact further back there. Philippe Eng getting involved with one of the Lamborghinis, which might be Clement Schmidt. We've got another Lamborghini, which is Rolf Eischen into the barriers. Bortolotti barreling up the inside of him now on the brakes on the way to turn 8. He goes through the huge shunt behind. Massive shunt there, and fireball as well. We've got 3, 4, 5 trying to stay on the track. Marco Wittmann failing to do so, but going around the outside of him. There's another replay from different angle. There you can see the front left is broken or off in Eisen's car. He's no control over that car. Marius Sugg spears into him, trying to avoid him. The barrier coming through into turns 8. And Ricardo Feller into Olsen. So actually, there was 2 separate incidents there. All happened at exactly the same time, but Ricardo Feller clipped the back of Dennis Olsen as just in front of him. This massive shunt between Preining and Schumacher. And then Maxi Boot got tangled up in that as well. Nick Cassidy as well, but then their best timed lap of the session is disallowed. Oh, just got ragged on the curbs there and just couldn't hold the back end of the Ferrari. And it went past the pair of them on the way into the next braking zone. And there is a replay of coming together involving Lucas Stoltz and Dev Gore coming out through into the gravel trap on the exit to the Mobile 1 curve. Again, but they're down the order at the moment. So Engel's gone back out. We'll see what he can do. Right, and Mirko Bortolotti had a moment as well.